And I'm Jaimee.
And today, Jaimee is studying science. So we're gonna do some questions, a quiz. I'm sorry, but I'm rocking the baby here. That's why I'm going back and forth. So I'm going to ask questions to Jaimee, and you maybe will learn something with us. So let's start. So, Jaimee, what is the difference between living and non-living things? What do
The
living
difference is life.
Okay. All living things like plants, animals, insects, birds, microorganisms have one feature in common, and that's life. So, what do they all have in common, the living things? The common things they have.
And they live, and they move, and they have the seven life processes.
They
grow, they move, they reproduce, they excrete, they need nutrition, they eat, they breed,
and they respond.
They respond to the weather. They have sensitivity.
There you go. Now, okay, this is just comparing living and non-living. So, living things grow. Do non-living things grow?
No, they do not.
Okay.
Unless they are monsters.
When you plant a seed, what happens?
It grows into a plant.
So many plants begin as seeds. But what do they need to grow?
Water, sunlight, and nutrition from the soil.
Nutrients from the soil. So it keeps growing until it's a full-grown plant. Then the plant makes what?
Makes seeds, and then there's pollination.
And then there are? Oh, we can do the pollination. That's the thing, pollination.
Yes. First, the pollen gets moved by an insect. It goes onto the flower, and then it flies away. Then there's another plant. It goes over there, puts the pollen, then it flies away. And then the plant grows.
Where is it?
It's in the book.
This?
Mama. Then it grows. And then the flowers grow onto the tree. And then the flowers grow into the fruit. And then the animals eat the fruit. And they just
Excrete the
seeds.
And again, they are, I don't know where it is. I saw this somewhere, what you're saying.
Give it to me.
But we don't see it anywhere.
Know where it is. I studied. This is my book of studiness.
And what is what the caterpillar goes through? What is it called?
What do you mean?
It's a life?
It's a life cycle of a butterfly.
And how do the caterpillars begin? As
an egg. And then into a larva or a molt. Larva, good. And then it turns into a molt, I think.
a pupa?
A pupa, yeah. And then it turns into a cocoon, which is the pupa. And then it's a
Egg, larva, pupa, caterpillar. Caterpillar.
Butterfly, caterpillar.
First it's a caterpillar.
Yeah.
So then the butterfly lays eggs, and new caterpillars and butterflies can live. Okay? So that's done. That's the butterfly life cycle. Now, the life cycle of a dragonfly. How does it start? It starts with...
as an egg. And then the molt...
No.
Larva.
Larva.
And then the molt. And then it turns into a...
And it is. Amala, that's what you're confusing. The mold is of the dragonfly. The
Okay.
caterpillar is egg, larva, pupa, caterpillar, butterfly. Okay? It's a dragonfly, it's eggs, larva, molt, and adult. Okay?
Same thing as a dragonfly.
A grasshopper, even a grasshopper is the same. So, how are all animal life cycles similar? So there is, as we said, birth, growth,
They're birth, they grow, and then they die.
reproduction, and then they die. Okay? Mrs. Green helps us remember the things that all living things do.
Ren, not green.
Gren, sorry.
Ren.
So it's
Movement, respiration, sensitivity, growth, reproduction, excretion, and nutrition.
wow, very nice. The animal kingdom is divided into two groups. What are they called?
Vertebrates and invertebrates.
Vertebrates have a
Spine, backbone.
they have a firm body with
And
muscles and
vertebrates.
connected skeleton.
And the vertebrates don't have a backbone. They have soft inner bodies. And then they have an exoskeleton.
Okay. So what are vertebrates? Which are the vertebrates? All of them.
Fish, mammals, reptiles, amphibians, birds,
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
5. And which are the invertebrates?
crustaceans,
Crustaceans.
insects,
Very weird, though. Those like starfish,
Can you
the
tell me the names so they know?
annelids, mollusks. Mollusks are like
Oh yeah, the
snakes.
mollusks.
Protozoa,
Protozoa.
arachnids or arachnids, I don't know how it's pronounced.
Arachnids or arach.
Echinoderms. And so all these complicated. I think you're gonna have a paragraph, maybe a list.
I just write insects and mollusks.
Insects, mollusks, and crustaceans. Crustaceans are like crabs. They have a hard crust.
Crust.
Crustaceans, mollusks. If you were given, if you were told to give examples, yes, fish. What can they do? The fish.
They can swim.
Oh yeah, really well. They can what underwater?
They can breathe in the water.
What do they use? Their lungs?
Their gills.
Gills. And what do they have? Skin and hair? No.
No, they have scales.
And
Fins.
are they cold or hot-blooded?
They're cold-blooded.
And what do they lay in the sea?
Eggs.
Many eggs. So, reptiles. Do they have scales or skin?
Scales. They have scales.
And do they have an oily or a dry skin?
Oily skin. I think. No, dry skin.
They're dry as I don't know.
Amphibians.
Remember, a tortoise needs some body lotion. You can see that it's gonna crack. It doesn't have an oily skin.
Tortoise.
Ah,
But the tortoise goes into the sea.
no, turtle goes into this. A snake, for example, it needs some. So they have dry skin. They usually lay
Eggs. And they are cold-blooded.
cold-blooded. 4 or no legs? Do they have ears?
No, they have ear holes.
Okay, amphibians. Where do they live?
They live on land and on water.
Okay. So, amphibians live on. So, are they cold or hot-blooded?
They're cold-blooded. I think.
Do they have smooth skin like the frog? Does it have smooth skin or dry
It
skin?
is smooth.
Moist.
Smooth.
It doesn't need any moisturizer. How many legs do they have?
4 or no feet. No way.
Sometimes none, it's true.
Yeah.
How does the frog become a frog?
First, it's an egg.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turns into a tadpole.
Mm-hmm.
And then it grows goes arms, and then it goes tail, and then
And it becomes-
this is the tail.
So give me an example of a reptile.
A reptile, let's see. A tortoise.
And more?
A snake.
Mm-hmm. Chameleon. What's that?
A chameleon. Yeah, no, a chameleon is an amphibian.
Uh-huh.
Because last time I had a project and I did a chameleon.
Mm.
I printed a
Could be
chameleon.
that. Who's it
And I
for?
printed a purple frog. So,
Because I saw this. What is this?
I think that's a lizard.
Ah, lizard. So a lizard is a reptile. Oh, of course, yes. Now, birds. Do they have hair and skin?
They have hair. They have feathers, actually.
Feathers and wings. Do they lay eggs or are they pregnant?
Big eggs, like chicken eggs, but they're a bit smaller.
How many legs do the birds have?
2.
Do they have ear holes or ears?
They have ear holes. I don't think
Warm or cold-blooded?
they're warm-blooded.
They're like us. They're the only ones actually like us. So, mammals like mama.
Me.
Does mama have hair or feathers?
We have hair. We are warm-blooded.
No, I don't have hair. I do the laser.
We have hair. We are warm.
Do we give birth or do we lay
We have,
eggs?
I was talking,
Sorry.
okay?
Sorry.
We have hair. We are warm-blooded. We give birth from our tummy. And what is it?
And we nurse.
We nurse from milk. We
How do we breathe?
breathe from lungs.
With our lungs.
Lungs.
Are insects vertebrates or invertebrates?
Insects. Invertebrates.
Vertebrates, of course. I've never seen a skeleton of a butterfly. So they don't have a backbone. They have, what do they have on their head?
Antennas.
How many?
2,
How many legs?
6, or 8.
Six. Insects always 6. Remember, in
This is a spider.
no, a spider. A spider, I think, is not an insect.
But what is it?
I don't know. Good question.
Okay.
Human,
It's a mammal.
Nemo,
He's a fish.
parrot,
Bird.
dog,
Mammal.
lizard.
Reptile.
Why is it under amphibian?
What?
You wrote it under amphibian. A lizard.
Then I'm stupid.
Yeah, but it's here. Is it
Did
on
I
the top?
correct it?
I don't know.
Did I do it very good?
No, there isn't.
So I got it wrong.
So that's a reptile. Let's check it as well. Is spider an insect? Oh, Google. A lot of people Google this. Arachnids. I told you because it has 8 legs. Insects always have 6 legs.
So, what is it? An insect or what is it?
Arachnid.
An arachnid is an insect.
No. An arachnid is one of those that we mentioned before.
I know, but those are types of insects, right?
No.
No.
No, these are the invertebrates. Insect is one.
Oh.
Arachnid is the spider. Okay? Oh, okay. Very interesting. So, let me check the lizard. Lizard. A reptile. Well, snakes, lizards, turtles, tortoises, crocodiles, alligators. Those are all reptiles. So you were right. Lizard is wrong here. Amphibians are frogs, toads, salamanders, Sicilians. Those, okay?
A pillow just fell behind me.
Huh?
A pillow just fell.
Okay. So I just told you, what is a snake?
It is a reptile.
Is it?
No, it's an amphibian.
Yes, it's a reptile.
No, why did you say Is
Because I was looking for it.
Is it? I'm scared.
Okay, no problem. So let's see how we're gonna remember it. Snake, tortoise, turtle,
I'm not listening.
lizard. Those are reptiles, okay? Now, frog, toads. Those are amphibians. Okay, amphibians, frog.
Okay.
Okay, so those similar to the frog are amphibians. The others, snake, lizard, all those similar to the lizard, crocodiles, alligators, tortoises, those are all reptiles. Okay, so amphibians like the frog, same kind of skin. Frog. Roots provide support by what? The plant to the ground.
They like
And
it's like an anchor.
what do? What is their job? What do they do to the water?
Oh, like they pull it up from the soil and like they
Absorb it. They store sugars and carbohydrates. And what does the stem do? It carries
It's like a train from the roots to the leaves, and then
okay. And then what do the leaves do?
it's like the kitchen. The kitchen.
Flowers not only look pretty, but in fact are important. For what? For
For pollination.
and the fruit then, because it has this seed.
Seed.
So,
And plus it gets honey, so if
what
we
is the
say-
difference between plants? The size, the shape? Some are
I think the shape.
some are big, some are small.
Some are tiny,
Okay.
some are
Now.
big looking.
Life cycle of a flowering plant. Okay. So first there's the seed, then there's germination, with light, rain and sunlight, the fruit, pollination, and
Can you just
mature.
move on, please?
Okay. Habitats. Habitats may change over time due to natural and man-made influences.
Yes, I know that.
So, we have different things that can affect us. There is, for example, tell me some natural disasters that can happen.
A mudslide, an earthquake, an avalanche, maybe.
When it's really dry,
Oh, a drought or
when there's a lot of rain.
a flood,
In Australia,
fire,
in North America, in the Caribbean, the wind you were mentioning.
oh, the wind, the hurricanes, tornadoes.
In Sicily, there is what we see in front of us when it erupts.
A volcano.
Okay.
I never saw the
Okay, it is generally induced by human activities, pollution. So, to survive, what do animals need? They need
food, water, air, so a roof,
and
shelter,
and
and space.
so when elements are missing from a habitat, an animal must adapt, or else he can,
Move to another house.
or
Tends to die.
die. Moreover, when one species loses its habitat, the result may be a new habitat for other species. An example, meadow which will provide homes.
Can I tell you man-made disasters now? Man-made disasters, for example, if there's a bird in a tree, and then this is a tree, okay? Then the bulldozer comes, knocks it down, and then it builds a house for humans to live in. So basically, he just turned a bird's habitat into a human habitat. Sometimes it's for good, but sometimes it's basically just a good idea. Sometimes
So, okay, we found out about amphibians and reptiles. So amphibians would be the newt, the toad, the frog, the salamander. Very easy because there are very few. Then the reptiles are the snakes, the crocodiles, the lizards, and the tortoise. Okay? Okay, so she knows them now. Seasonal changes. So many things change during the 4 seasons, including the temperature, the amount of rain, and everything. So the effect of weather on humans. What happens, Jane?
what?
Affects the daily choices of a person. It helps to determine whether one dresses to stay warm or...
What was the question?
What do humans do to adapt to the weather?
For example, if it's winter and then wait, what comes after winter? Spring. And then it's spring. Like they start wearing a bit. In winter they start wearing really warm clothes. And then in spring, for example, they start wearing like light clothes, like I'm wearing.
Okay. So in winter, do they stay inside or outside?
Winter inside.
Okay, these are common sense. Issa, what would you do if there was an earthquake?
I would go underneath a table next to the legs. So then, if anything falls onto the table, I won't get hurt.
A tornado.
I would go either in a basement or somewhere underneath the house.
Okay, hurricane.
Hold on to something tight. Hold on to the floor. Hopefully I won't get away.
I think it's the same. Tornado is like a hurricane, so we have to go.
A hurricane is much worse though.
Okay. This says you should fill up your bathtub.
Oh yeah, so that your house
It's heavy.
is heavier because water is really heavy. Maybe I will take water.
Draft. What do you do?
You start to save water.
Or else you just move to another country. So, do you have magnetic forces for the exam?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So, what does a magnet have? It has a...
There's a north pole and a south pole.
Okay.
They
Like
attract.
poles, what do they do? Like poles.
They repel.
And unlike
they have
poles,
an
what do they
orbit.
do?
Unlike poles like north and south, they attract.
Attract.
They're like husband and wife.
Yes. The more different, the more they attract. So, what do they attract?
What do you mean?
What materials do they attract?
Cobalt, nickel, iron, steel.
Okay, all things that are made of iron, like steel.
I said iron.
So metallic or metals. Okay, so would a paper clip attract?
Yes.
A rubber?
No.
A crayon?
No.
A staple?
Yes.
A pin?
What's
A
pen?
metal pin?
Yes.
Pencils?
No.
Scissors?
Yes. Who's
No.
only the part?
That's the part I was gonna say. A magnet will not be attracted to what?
To a television.
Okay, let me tell you the thing and tell me if it's attracted or not.
Okay.
A nickel?
It attracts.
Aluminium?
No.
No. Right. So, a can of Coke, it will not attract. Magnets come in all shapes and sizes. Does it make a difference if the magnet is bigger? Will it be stronger?
Yes.
Of course. And what is the Earth? The Earth is a big,
Magnet.
and it keeps all of us on it.
Keeps us. But then it gets us to hurt. It gets hurt more because like if a rock falls on your head. here.
So I hope this was useful.
I had really fun making it.
So we'll see you next time for another subject that Jaimee will learn.
Until my exams finish.
Good luck, Jaimee.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.